Let's just take a quick second to thank the sponsor of this video, Gentle Bands. Personally, I've never worn a ring on my fingers. They've always had the same generic, chunky, boring look. But check out these guys, Gentle Bands. These fellas make rings and they're made from some amazing materials such as titanium, glowstone, dinosaur fossil, meteorite, whiskey barrel, antlers. That's just a small selection of the materials you can have in your ring that stood out to me. All of Gentle Band's rings have a cool name. This one's called the Velociraptor and it's made from tungsten, Jurassic bone and opal. Gentle Bands are made in a family workshop and are super high quality. Personally, if I was getting married, I would rather have something cool like this made out of cool materials and still have change for car parts. Also, Gentle Bands are currently offering a free engraving service. Get your ring by clicking the link below this video or the top pinned comment and use my code Adam Smith and get a massive 25% off. That's Adam Smith to get a massive 25% off your Gentle Bands ring. Let's get back to the video. Hello fellas, welcome back to a brand new video. I've came to meet Chris and his P100. Chris built this himself. It's got a Volvo engine in, Volvo turbo.
It has, yeah.
How long you had it made? It looks mint.
3 years now.
3 years?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I say, you built it all yourself?
Yeah, well I bought it half done. So
Bought it half done?
Yeah, so there was bits already done to it.
So it was half rusty when you got it?
Well, the paint was already on it.
So this is a paint, isn't it? This isn't actually rust.
Yeah, this is all rust paint. And then it's been clear coated over it. So I've had it clear coated again. But the front's not clear coated so you can feel the paint.
Right, so you can buy a rust paint because you can feel it like steps up as you go onto,
yeah, you can, yeah,
onto the rust, but it looks mint.
Yeah, so someone had painted it, I've redone bits and pieces on it. Everything else I've had apart, I've rewired it all. We've redone the engine, got bigger turbo, bigger injectors. It's got a cam in it. A few other little bits and pieces that we've had to do just to make it reliable because it was really unreliable at one stage.
So what wheels are we on?
So
these they look like split rims, are they?
Yeah, so the steel is, the steel wheels. So it's got a double band on the back, Weller inspired. These were actually already on it when I got it.
Right.
I've had a guy in Darwin who does band with steel, he's just straightened them out because they were all buckled. Apart from that, I like the look. I tried to put Cosworth wheels on it for a little while. I was going to put lattices on it, but they won't clear the front brake. So it's got big brakes on the front. I don't know where they're from because they were already on it, and I've not driven it enough to go through the pads yet.
I like your pistons as well on the back. What are the pistons off?
They're out of a Pinto, them.
Are they?
Yeah.
Did you put them on?
They were already on. There was a different set of pistons on, and then a friend of mine blew a Pinto up, so we put the Pinto ones on the back because it originally had a Pinto in it.
Mate, this is mint. I love stuff like this, just different. Do you know what I mean? Some of you don't see. Is that the exhaust?
Yeah, that's the exhaust, yeah.
Oh, mate. So it's on air as well, isn't it? It's on bags?
Yeah, it's on bags.
Is this the tank in here?
Yeah, the tank's in there.
Can we open it up and have a look?
Yeah, of course you can. They lift out so you can see the suspension setup that's welded in.
What, this lifts out?
Yeah, we can lift one of them out for you. You can have a look. So, it's a little bit wet in there at the minute.
Does the car stay outside?
Yeah, it lives on the drive. This car's most famous for being put on Facebook for pictures of it outside my old house. I used to live, I had about 8 cars on the driveway, and this used to live on the main road, and it was a really big main road. And I just used to leave it sat there, sat right down, slammed. And about every 3-4 weeks, I get tagged in a picture where someone had put it, either liking it or hating it, because it's Marmite.
No, I love it, mate.
So it's just a simple 2-way setup.
So what do you see as under here? You can see the suspension setup?
Yeah, so obviously these had leaf springs originally.
So is it on coilovers now, or like spring on? So
it's got a adapted Sierra, what you'd find in like a 2.8, 2.9.
Right.
Rear, so that setup, the diff in it at the minute is out of a 2-litre Sierra, just a normal Pinto.
Right, so it's not limited slip?
It's
welded, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a welded diff in it. Well, it's good because it snaps its half shafts all the time.
It snaps them?
Yeah, so when I put the bigger turbo on, the first time I ever give it any boost, literally first gear, it come on boost, it snapped both, it twisted them, snapped them and threw them both out the back. So it's wound down a little bit these days. I say it comes out and then it won't come out.
Has it not been out in a while?
Yeah, that one looks maybe a little bit easier.
Did you make these covers?
A friend of mine rebuilt these. So it had a set on it. There you go, that one's a bit better. So you can see a little bit of fabrication.
So that's a
the air pipe for you.
Yes, that's for the air
for the
pipe.
bags.
Yeah, you can see
the suspension.
You can see the bag down there, and obviously it's tubbed a little bit so it can sit down and camber in.
So it's slammed. So it's slammed.
Yeah. It was a pre-facelift car, so it had the older style dash.
Oh, like the Mark. What? This is like the new style Sierra dash,
this is
isn't
like
it?
the
Like
92, 93, like run out one, wasn't it? I changed it and put that one in. I've still got the original one. There was nothing wrong with it.
Oh, it smells old.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
It smells like an old car. I like the smell. So these are switches for your bags.
They're the switches, yeah. Obviously, I've got a bit of a problem with the rear one at the minute, so I've got a little temporary switch wired in just to bring the rear up.
So how do you make it go down? Can I do it?
Yeah, just press them 2 buttons.
Down?
Just press them down.
Both of them?
Yeah.
I'll move my foot out of the way because I don't want that getting squashed. Is that your air pressure there going down?
Yeah, that's it. It's down now.
God, it is low when you get out. You can feel it, can't you?
Yeah. I've got bigger tyres on the front recently done, because I used to run 185 35s on the front. It's now 195 40s, just because driving down I put new tyres on it last week, brand new NS2s, and I drove 25 mile, and in that 25 mile it tore one to pieces and the other one come off the bead.
Right.
So I got that sick of it. I've just put a bigger profile on the front.
God, looks mid. And you've got a sapphire Cosworth front bumper there. You can see that's had some paint work over the years. There's a few layers of different paint in there, isn't there?
Yeah, that's the one.
Looks mint though. Oh, mate,
yeah, the bumper's quite nice.
I like it. It's a mint looking thing. I love it. Have you got an MOT station, or is that just a thing for the door?
That was already on. That paint was already done, and everyone's always said, yeah, I should change it to something a bit more relevant, because I'm in the motor trade, so I could
put your own business or something on.
Yeah, but because I really like the way it was done, and I don't know if I could get someone else to recreate it that well, I just left it.
Is that hanging off, or is that?
They're on purpose. Everyone goes, are they hanging off? And I'm like, because I've gone for that look, I've just bent them down.
Is that what you've done?
Yeah, because you just stretch the cables on them. Some people don't like it, but I just think it adds to the...
Mate, it's your car, you do what you want with it, don't you?
Yeah, everyone goes, are they falling off? And I'm like, well, at least I've not got to worry about anyone hitting them.
So what do you see this engine's out of?
940.
A Volvo 940?
Yeah, like a 96 one.
Turboed from Volvo, like you haven't added the turbo, it's not like...
No, it's a turbo car already, and it was a full pressure turbo, so it was called an FT, so what basically stands for, as I believe, full pressure turbo.
What kind of power are you running?
Turned down at the minute.
Right.
We've had it on a dyno twice. The first time it was on a smaller turbo, it got to nearly 300 brake and then snapped its prop.
Right.
But it still had about 2k to go.
Oh, right.
So
it was over 300?
Yeah, it would have been over 300. The second time we've had it on a dyno, the boost was turned down a little bit to what it can run. It ran 400 and... what was it? About 413.
413?
Yeah, give or take.
God, that's a canny bit for this mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mate, what a thing.
So there is some bodge jobs in there.
So what? So what?
You know, the little spring to make the accelerator return.
Oh, there?
Yeah.
Is that what that's for, to make the accelerator go back?
Yeah.
So you just put the spring round that Jubilee clip?
Yeah. It works.
Mate, whatever works. And to be honest, if that failed and broke down, you know how to fix it yourself, so it's not like it's a bodge, but it works.
It breaks down regularly.
Does it?
Yeah.
So you're on, what's with the BC coilovers? Obviously you're on air now, aren't you?
Yeah, you need the coilovers as well.
I still need a coilover with the bags. So it's got BC coilovers on bags?
Yeah.
So what gearbox are you on?
It's on a Volvo box.
It's on a Volvo box, a rear-wheel drive box?
Yeah.
Do you go drifting it about in that with a welded diff?
I did. When I first got it, I was really silly in it. But
calm down a bit. I've never been in a car with a welded diff where you can feel that jumping about there when you turn. Yeah. Is that just the tyre skipping?
Yeah, it's just the tyre skipping. Yeah.
Does it do your head in? Doesn't it bother you?
Doesn't bother me. I don't use it because I don't use it all the time. So like loads of people go, oh yeah, drive it all the time. Like I'll drive it in any weather, but I just find that when I drive it, I love it, but it doesn't irritate me enough because I don't use it enough. Really.
Enough. How many cars did you say you had?
About 25 at the minute.
25 cars?
Yeah, I've got a few.
Mate, I've got 3, and I thought I was bad. How strong are these engines? Are they what kind of?
They're strong.
Are they?
Oh yeah. If you see, like, I've watched videos in different countries. You know, there's people with 1,000 brake ones. Obviously.
Of these engines?
Yeah, these engines. Yeah, they're good. Everyone tells me. I'm sure someone will tell me if I'm wrong, but you know, I think they do about 550 brake really.
Reliably?
Yeah, without having to do that much to the block.
So you've got your boost gauge there as well, just on the outside of the car. What's it boost to?
The minute it'll boost to just over a bar.
A bar?
About 1.2, 1.3.
Is that your rev counter there, what you kind of...
Yeah, so it's the rev count. Yeah, so it's got GPS race clocks. There's an error at the minute because it's not got a signal.
Right.
So we've got no speedo.
So you've still got windy windows in there? No electric windows?
No, nothing.
I didn't mind windy windows.
Well, they never break.
I know. I've got a 7-year-old daughter, and I bet if I put her in and says put them windows down, she wouldn't have a clue.
No.
Wouldn't have a clue. It's loud, that flutter, isn't it? There when you get the boost up.
Yeah. That's my favourite thing about it. I love
the
noise
flutter?
of it. Yeah. Everyone has like a dump valve or something, or you know, blow off valve, and it's got none of that. It's just straight through the filter.
That's how so it's like on my Sierra.
Yeah.
You put a filter on.
So that's third gear flat, then it starts to go.
Mate, thanks a lot for that. Have you got any links you want to leave? Social media, anything like that?
I better give a link to
the lad that detailed his car before we've done the video.
anyone in
Rubber dub
Manchester.
detailing.
Yeah, give him a shout. And a guy called Dan Williams Motor Services. He battled with the turbo to change that. Did that overnight so I could go to a show.
Really?
Yeah, he's done
That's
some.
good of him.
Yeah, he's done some good bits. He's a good mechanic as well. Yeah, he's just gone mobile. So.
Is any of your own links you want to leave? If people want to like keep up with the cars and what you get, your 25 cars.
Yeah, so I'm going to start putting bits on Elect Motor Group.
Right.
We've got Instagram on there, so I will. I'll put some bits up on there.
Right. I'll leave links to his social media below, fellas. But yeah, again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.